Mr. Pete Alonso. Petey, how you been, buddy?
Doing good. I was actually really fortunate enough to be able to listen to that FTX thing. Man, oh man.
Did they ever try to get you to get involved in that or no?
No, I'm not cool enough to get involved in that.
Yeah, well, I agree with you on that.
And by the way, happy anniversary. This is the 3-year anniversary
Of?
Pete Alonso winning Rookie of the Year.
Congratulations on that, Peter. You and Haley celebrating that or no?
Well, we are. Well, our actual wedding anniversary is tomorrow, so we are celebrating. Just not the Rookie of the Year thing.
Got it.
Yeah, celebrating our 1-year marriage, which is excellent. So,
Well, happy anniversary for that.
Yes. I think.
Congratulations.
I mean, the Pope
Thank you.
calls him, but you saying happy anniversary, I'm sure, is even better. All right, so, Petey, before we get to some veteran stuff that I know you and Haley are involved with, I just want to walk you through a situation here because, as you know, it's very easy for guys that do what we do to have, big loud mouth on a microphone when they never, ever have to say the things they say on the radio to the people that they're talking about. It's one of my biggest pet peeves with our industry, okay? So, our producer, one of them, a kid that goes by the nickname Big Mac, Chris McMonagle, said on the radio that my guy, Pete Alonso, tries way too hard to get along with the Met fan base, and it's a little embarrassing the lengths he goes to kiss the fans' tushies. Well, he's here today, Pete, and I thought I'd give you an opportunity to talk to him directly. Would you mind?
well, if he has any questions, I'd be more than happy to answer
Big
them.
Mac, Pete Alonso, why don't you get into it?
Of course. First, I have no questions. I'd like to start with happy anniversary to you and your wife. I'm very happy to hear
Kissing
that.
number one?
Yeah.
There you go. Okay.
First of all, again, never said. All I said was you try very hard, not too hard, not way too hard.
Nah, you said way too
No,
hard.
I didn't. I said very, very, very hard.
Very hard.
Very hard to connect to the fan base. And you know why, Pete? Because you're not a stupid man. Because the fan base has this confliction with the Yankees, the Dodgers. The fan base has a problem with celebrating Mets. They feel like the past ownership didn't do it.
no idea what he's
and
talking
you
about.
recognize
This is
it,
the
and you
approach?
go hard into it. And let's just be fair. I hate to break the news to you. You try kind of hard to connect with the fan base. Nothing wrong with it, but you do.
Pete?
I don't really. I mean, everything that I try and connect with, I mean, it's organic, and I always want to show appreciation to the people that support us and come out to the stadium, and also too a lot of, which is really awesome. I think that I mean, Carton, you can speak to this. The amount of love that they give, not that they just give to the team, but they give me. They've shown support for my charity, the Alonso Foundation. I mean, there's so many amazing things that to connect over. And
Pete,
also
let me
too,
help you out here, if I may.
And also, I hate to break it to you, I live in New York. I mean,
Absolutely.
like 8 out of 12 months of the year. So, I mean, for me, it's like I'm not one of those guys that just plays and doesn't want to embrace where I'm at. I want to embrace
Of course.
everything about New York City. I mean, I think it's the best city in the world. So why wouldn't I want to do that?
I
That's
completely
right.
agree with you. I don't think me and
Amen.
Pete are at odds at all.
Well done, Pete.
I think-
And Pete, just so you know, when he said those ridiculous statements,
Yeah.
I almost fired him over it. And and I'll tell you this. Pete and Haley have a great foundation that does great work here in New York and obviously down in Florida where they originally were together with hospitals and first responders and teachers. And he's brought that up to New York, has sold out 2 amazing comedy events now that Evan and I have been privileged to be a part of. And shame on you, Big Mac, for suggesting that an athlete in this day and age that thinks it's important
It
to
is.
connect with the paying fans does it.
Well,
You're
Evan
fired.
had problems with players doing it, and I pointed out that you have a first baseman who tries very hard to do it as well.
He doesn't try very hard. He does it
He
successfully.
doesn't. That's the difference between Pete and anyone else.
Okay.
He
Yeah.
means it.
I'm
Hey,
not saying
Pete,
he doesn't mean
more
it.
importantly, when are we going fishing, buddy? When's that happening? Are we doing that this off season or no?
Yeah. I mean, if you want to come on the fishing trip that was chartered, I'm sure the lucky winner would absolutely like freak out, like if you were on it as well. I think
The problem with that
That
is
was one of the
then-
hottest auction items at the charity
And
event.
I appreciate that, but here's the problem with it. Then I become the center of attention, and it kind of minimizes
You're right.
their love for you.
You're
And I'll just swing down a random weekend and knock on the door and surprise you without telling you. Now,
Just let me know. Let me know.
I got you. Now, I was talking to John earlier today, and one of the reasons I really wanted Pete to come on, other than having fun and busting Big Mac's chops, is that I know support of our veterans is a very important issue for you and your beautiful wife. And while you don't ask for a lot of attention for it, I know that you guys have made some donations to veterans groups, and just speak to your support of the veterans here on Veterans Day. And obviously, we get it. Evan and I are with you on that. But why it's especially so important to you and your wife?
Well, I mean, we had just living in such an incredible country. I mean, granted, there's a lot of things out there where people are extremely divided on, but I mean, we live in a free country, and we have certain privileges and rights that a lot of people don't around the world, and that wouldn't happen without our men and women fighting for us abroad, keeping us free. And we just want to show respect and gratitude for those, not just for those like individuals, but for their but friends who have been impacted as well. So for Veterans Day, we decided to team up with Canines for Warriors and Homes for Troops. So both of these are absolutely outstanding organizations.
Yep.
And Homes for Troops is based in Boston, Haley's hometown. And basically they build homes for injured, disabled, and homeless veterans. And not really a fun fact, but kind of a remarkable fact is that there's over 40,000 men and women who are homeless who have served our country, who don't have a roof over their heads. So that's really frustrating. But Homes for Troops, they do an incredible job building homes for those in need, especially who have served our country. And also Canines for Warriors is another outstanding organization. So what they do, they actually rescue dogs from shelters, and they put a ton of money into training these dogs for with specific skills to help out disabled and injured veterans. So both of these.
Pete, let me interrupt you on that one, because I know that charity personally very, very well. I participated in some events with them over the years, and it costs, Evan, about $20,000 to properly train the dogs that they wind up training to help the veterans out. And what's amazing about it, I've met a number of soldiers who will tell you, tough guys who went to war, saw combat, and had a very tough time when they came home readjusting and finding a purpose in life. And these men will tell you face to face, eye to eye, that if not for these service dogs, they would have taken their own lives, that they wouldn't be here today if not for this amazing canine program. And I saw it firsthand. And the fact that you guys are involved with that group specifically is near and dear to my heart. A, as a dog lover, but B, as a guy who met soldiers who will tell you that, soldiers have this concept that we should all kind of live with, which is that, no man left behind. And the way a soldier's brain is kind of trained, they view the dog as a soldier, as a teammate, as a partner. And the reason they wind up not taking their own lives and trying to battle through the mental illness that many of them suffer is because they don't want to leave the dog alone. And these dogs it's one of the most amazing, I get chills talking about it, one of the most amazing organizations I've ever come across. And the fact that you guys are helping out, you are going to save a veteran's life, period,
Well,
stop.
that number also is sobering about homeless veterans. I mean, I didn't know that. I don't think a lot of people in the audience knew that, and that's got to change. I mean, we cannot have our heroes on the streets without a home, and it's great that you're involved with that cause as well.
Yeah, I mean, we want to do what we can, help out in any way we can, and also I know, the veteran thing it's really impactful because there's a lot of people, especially. I mean, it's really local and specific to New York. A lot of people ended up enlisting after 9/11.
Right.
Yep.
So there's a lot of veterans, a lot of people who served, and also there's a lot of people who have served in not just recently, but in the past, like there's a lot of people who are diehard dedicated Mets fans, and it's really special. Like, I don't know, even if like it's some information like, oh, Mets won today. I don't know. Like there's a lot, like
Sure.
there's a lot that we do, like that's like between the lines, we think it's great, but I mean, it means a lot to a lot of people. And I mean, again, like that's why we're really appreciative for what we do, and we want to continue to give back.
That's a good point. You sometimes lose sight, like you might just be playing a ball game and you lose sight of the fact that your performance or the team's performance means so much to people that you may never meet in your lifetime, but it saves them from a lot of bad things. That's a very good point.
Yeah, and that's a huge reason why my wife and I we started the foundation is just to help people and show appreciation for the platform that we're given, and we just want to do as much good as possible.
Well, we'll pick another day to talk actual baseball with you. I don't think it's appropriate to get into it necessarily today. I'll ask you one question, though. For a guy like you, how long do you put away the glove, the bat, and everything baseball related and just give your brain and your body a break before you start kind of picking up, working out, training, and getting ready for another season? How do you plan the off season?
Well, I haven't picked up a glove or a ball yet, or a bat, but I'm starting to get pretty close. I feel like until like Thanksgiving or so, that's like after Thanksgiving, that's when all December is going to be pretty light throwing, fielding, and swinging. But pretty much now through December, it's going to be training, like physical, like getting my body like strong and conditioned. And then January, February is when I mix the conditioning and strength with a lot of baseball activity. So like right now is when I'm starting all the workouts.
Do you refresh Twitter like Met fans trying to find out, is Jay coming back? Are they going to sign Trey Turner? Do you pay attention to that, or are you just trying to forget about it?
Oh, I don't even have Twitter. I don't even have Twitter on my phone. For me, it's I'm not the GM. I don't really care. Like for seeing all the possibilities or seeing what the possibilities could be. But whoever we add, I'm going to be really excited because I know that the people in our office, they want to put together high quality characters along with high quality talent. So I mean, I have a lot of confidence that we're going to be loaded and ready to go come springtime. But we still have a long way. We still got a long off season.
Well, listen,
nice to get Sugar back.
I'm sure we're not going to see you beforehand. So to you and your wife, who we've gotten to know, very happy Thanksgiving and holidays. And looking forward to the next comedy event for the Pete Alonso Foundation, because I know who's coming to perform at it, and I can't announce it yet, but it's going to be great. And anytime we can be of service to what you and Haley are doing, just a phone call away, count us in, and wish you the very best as always, pal.
Oh, thank you so much for having me on. Love talking foundation and charity stuff and doing good. And as always, LFGM.
That is it.
Is that okay, Big Mac, or is he trying too
That's all right,
hard?
no.
Oh, that's okay. Good.
Broncos country, let's ride.
All right, Pete, I'll talk to you, pal. Be good. Thanks.
All right. Sounds good. See
Pete
ya.
Alonso, everybody. Well, you walked that back so bad, Big Mac.
I did not.
It was embarrassing.
You could tell Pete hates Big Mac.
As he
happy.
should, by the
I mean,
way.
he resented the comment.
You walked
He didn't like
that
it. I
back
thought we were gonna
so badly. That was
a couple
embarrassing.
things. A couple things. No, one, I started with you playing into the fan base's insecurities, and I thought we'd have a kind of back and forth, and it was kind of like, well, everything I do is organic, and then what am I going to do? Kill him? And then it's like, oh, and by the way, I'm helping vets out, and like,
Listen, you had a
don't
shot.
blame
we're
that.
going to go right
You had
into
a
what he's
shot.
doing for the
He's
foundation.
blaming
But I
that.
did.
Oh,
Wait a
man.
second. Did I not tell him that I thought he tried too hard?
Only at the end when you thought you were safe.
No,
You
I
started
did.
off going,
No, I didn't. The anniversary was a joke. Yeah, I kissed his ass at the anniversary
Little
line. I
ass
thought that
kissing.
was. I
Little
thought,
ass
yeah, I
kissing.
thought that was a funny way to get it started.
funny.
No,
Go back and listen to it.
Yeah.
You walked it back.
I didn't.
I'm so disappointed.
And guess
But
what?
It was so
whatever
predictable.
Whatever I said, you were going to say I walked it back. I didn't
did.
walk it back.
Well,
I
whether-
told him that I had.
whether
I
you-
told him he tried too hard.
Whether you walked it back or not, here's the reality.
Yeah.
Pete doesn't like you.
No, he doesn't.
That's possibly fair.
I mean,
Matter of
he
fact,
did
he
not
just
like that.
texted me.
Yeah.
Great having you on. Thanks for having me on.
Yeah.
Always a pleasure. I don't like that guy.
Yeah, I know.
There you go.
All right.
All right.
That's fine
Very
with
good.
me.
Is it?
Yeah.
I feel bad
think if
for
Pete
you.
got to know me, he'd like me, but
Probably not.
yeah. Oh, I think so.
You think so?
Oh, I think everyone who gets to know me likes
Is
me.
that right?
Yeah.
Let's play a game.
Okay.
Let's pretend that Pete Alonso sent you a solo stove.
Yes.
And by accident,
All right, let's.
the
You want to get
wrong-
into it?
the
Like
wrong
honestly, get
model
into it
went
or
to your
no?
house.
Yeah.
Would you say to Pete Alonso, "Whoa, you really put me out. You're really causing me problems"?
Is that what I said to you? Though?
Yes, you did.
No,
Everyone
it's-
was there to witness it.
What happened was
all I hear about's the wrong thing. The box is too big.
That's not what I said at all.
Wow.
Listen, what
And I'm
happened?
gonna- if you don't
wait,
believe,
wait, can
hang on one second.
can I say what I said?
If you don't believe that you said that,
I did.
then we
jokingly.
can't have the conversation.
Well, I did. All right, I did say that. Joke,
we
but
did
you,
say it.
The day it came, you came back to me, and I said, "Did you guys all get pizza ovens? Because maybe you got the wrong delivery. We could figure it out." And you're like, "Oh, do you want me to text Vicky? You want me to take care of it?" I said, "No worries, I'll take care of it." I texted Vicky. I said, "Hey, listen, I got the wrong thing. I'm appreciative. Maybe we could figure it out, and this or that." Then you walk into your office yesterday, practically call me a thief in front of everybody because I'm holding the bottle of tequila.
You were
And
holding
so
that
then
bottle like you were
I
walking away with it.
I sarcastically said to you, "It's the least you can do for the fiasco you caused me with the pizza maker." That's 100% true. I was being sarcastic.
How am I supposed to know that?
I don't know. How am I supposed to know you're going to go scorched earth on the radio in the open?
Okay,
How am I supposed to know?
you
You
now
new around here?
You now have acknowledged exactly what I accused you of.
Yes, but I said
your
it-
defense is
but
that
you
you're
make-
being sarcastic.
You make it sound like I went in
How
there
am
and
I
I said,
supposed to know
"Fix
you're being
this."
sarcastic?
You make it sound like I went back there and said, "Fix this. This is unacceptable. I
Evan?
want what I want."
Evan.
I mean,
Be fair, Evan. Honestly,
be fair, Evan. Yeah, be fair, Evan.
Is that what I said?
Yeah.
when you call it a fiasco,
What does a fiasco mean?
Thank you.
And did I not
a
say
mess, a disaster,
Wait,
a debacle?
No,
where you
no,
want
no. I
synonyms?
don't think fiasco means debacle. It means hassle. And you said to me,
Yeah, you hassled him,
you
Craig.
accused
So
me.
sorry I hassled you.
You didn't. It was a hassle that I have to return it or whatever we were going to do with it. But I'm just.
It's okay.
You said,
I'm past it. I've got no.
Okay. But the point is, did I not say to you, it's the least you can do for the fiasco? Like, yeah, give me this bottle of tequila because
Yeah.
it was
you have
obviously
plenty of it. The least you
was-
could do after causing
Yeah.
me such a heartache.
Yes, that's what I said sarcastically.
Well,
Come
okay.
on.
So you're
we don't have
acknowledging you
sarcasm in
said
our
it.
relationship.
We
Stop
do,
it now.
but you weren't using it.
Yes, I was.
Now you were.
I said, give me the tequila because you sent me the wrong pizza maker. Stop it now.
You had a
You know I was
rough,
being
rough
sarcastic.
week, Big Mac. A rough week.
I'm just upset that you backed down from my friend.
I didn't back down from anybody.
Okay. Anyway,
And just know, next time Pete hits a bomb of a home run, he's thinking of your face as he swings that bat.
Listen, that's fine.
how funny would that be? Pete Alonso hits a game-winning walk-off grand slam against the Yankees and goes, "I thought I saw Big Mac's face on the ball."
And you know what the
I
best
said
part?
I hate to break it to you, but you try too hard. What else did you want me to say to
the
him?
best part about Pete is the way the interview ended. Because some people, I may do it,
Yeah.
you may do it, would hear some criticism and alter things. Pete ended the interview
Correct.
with LFGM.
Yeah.
That's my
And
guy.
That he
So
could
does
have been
Russell
like,
Wilson, Broncos country.
hold
Let's
on.
ride.
He could have said, I don't want to say it, and I just got called out, and he shoved it right down your throat.
Yeah.
And
Yeah.
never again compare Russell Wilson to Pete Alonso. Never.
He's genuine.
That's my guy right there.
He's genuine.
Anyway, you lost that battle, buddy, but you live to fight another day. Daniel McCartan just checked in on Twitter, crying over the Pete Alonso veteran story. That's the impact that this show has when we have good people on it and not hate mongers over
He's
there.
a good man who's doing a difference in the
I
world.
can tell you this. I've met, as Evan has, a lot of athletes in my life and a lot of guys that do pay lip service to charity. I get involved in charity. Listen, it's never a bad idea to get involved in charity. I don't know if I've ever met a guy that is more committed to the charitable cause than Pete and his wife. And I get nothing out of it other than watching him do good in his community. And it's a privilege for Evan and I to be a part of that. The two events that we've done with him. And I can tell you this, it's real. And his affection for the fan base is real.
No, and
That's
see
not
that,
invented.
You see that firsthand, because remember, when we do these comedy events, we're on a stage with him and Pete, with you and Pete, right before the event. And we take pictures with listeners. They buy a certain ticket, they get to do it. So we get to stand next to Pete and have conversations for 5 seconds before another fan comes up.
Yep.
And you see what he really thinks.
Yeah,
as a fan
especially
really walks
because
away.
I'm
And
trying to
he's-
get the people to let's go.
Yeah, Craig is all,
And
move
Pete's
it,
like,
move it.
so, what kind of car do you drive?
Pete asks genuine, how are you? Oh, thank you. And then you can see when that person leaves, he's not like, oh, screw that guy. He's genuine. He's actually one of the most genuine athletes I think I've ever met. And yet you have the balls to say he's
so
not?
you're putting words in my mouth, but
Embarrassing.
Embarrassing. Why
He
is,
tries to connect to the fan base. All I said, and he does.
Why
With his
is-
LFGM and his breaking his bats and his home run derby stances, it's all true.
Listen, go back and listen to it.